We had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And off we go from Denver.
Hey, Chris, bitch.
On the return, it's Washington.
Play now, man. Let's see what you can do, man.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
No, I said I'm playing the Chargers now. It's going to be depressing as fuck. I got a trade game too, though, with KJ Hamler. I didn't need that, bro.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
You back on red, dude?
He's going to take a shot right away.
Get that. Bronny Russell Wilson, Chris, that's a touchdown. Oh my fucking, bro. That's a touchdown, bro.
Charles, something we talked about last week.
That's a touchdown if I had my quarterback, bro. It's a fucking touchdown, bro. That's a fucking touchdown, bro.
Of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game in.
And I could pick.
Picked off near the 34.
Pick 6, actually. Yep, it's over.
He brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball.
I don't have my quarterback, bro. I can't do this. I got bitch, I got a 50 overall QB, bro. I'm not
a good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Yeah, right, Philly.
On the return,
you gotta think
the bum-ass Steelers, bro. It's the Chargers, bro. The bum-ass Steelers, bro.
To start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Bro.
So what, man?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Shit. No, the 50 overall QB.
Then Allen to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Damn, bro.
Way to the opposite 45. A huge play there for Denver.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways?
Bro, I thought, oh my God, that was that could be another pick. Damn, I'm tripping, bro. You can't run about on 30-20, bro.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Fuck it.
Maybe I got a
first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Damn.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
All right, we got Gerald Washington.
On 1st down, Allen.
Another, oh my God, bro.
Yeah, King, that bad.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands.
You got Bosa and not on the line. I can't run.
And there was good coverage there. They forced the incompletion.
Willie Bosa and Khalil Mack, bro. That run is just dead, like toast, like it's over. Like.
Allen will try again on 2nd down.
Albert, bro, oh my, this quarter, bro.
Incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering.
Bro, this happened out of nowhere, bro.
They can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield.
Oh no, no nigga that. Nah, bro. This shit lame, bro.
Throwing is Allen on third. Gonna get that complete to Alberto. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. Unfortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
It might be so much better when you play.
Throwing on second and 8.
You can't throw no short routes?
Huh?
Touchdown, Broncos.
You can't throw no short routes?
I just scored, bro.
Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying.
This nigga ability is to ice my kickers, bro. Oh, and I fucking missed the fucking. Oh, no, no,
Shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Bro.
And the mile higher
This
and
nigga got a
full
flat
effect
tire.
as that's out of the back of the end zone for a
What the
touchback.
fuck? Why did they add that for?
I mean, next man gonna be more toxic, bro.
Bro, they not gonna have this bullshit in the game, bro. That shit literally said he caught a flat tire.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bro, exactly, bro. Exactly. Like, exactly, like, a flat tire, like, what the fuck?
They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well, but you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
This nigga Justin Herbert playing like my
Incomplete.
God, man.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right.
He was out of bounds. Yes, sir.
He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
3
Come on.
straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert.
Ah, get him. Oh, my fucking, bro.
And they're able to get this one across
Oh,
the
my fucking
35.
God, bro.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew
What?
exactly where the first down markers were. You know the
Nigga,
defense
what,
is
bro?
trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So a 1st and 10
How
now
did
in
you get
Denver
this shit, bro?
territory. At the
Why did man do this to me, bro? Like, why? Bro.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give me that. Oh, my.
Herbert's throw complete into the hands
Jesus,
of
I didn't
Schultz
even
here.
go in there,
A
bro.
gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I know this made me jump in the gun a little bit, but 7 to
My
7,
God, what happened to
they're
Ken,
flinging
man?
around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the
I can't even, like, run no man, bro.
Good for
Like,
7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
niggas will get cooked, bro. Like,
to go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here comes now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert.
Bro.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Pick that! Pick that! Oh!
They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams.
What the fuck?
After one.
Hey, bro, I can't make this shit up, bro.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I really cannot make this up, bro. This nigga is really, bro.
You gotta believe.
Shut up, bitch. Pick that, please. He picked that.
Chargers. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. McCrane on for the extra point.
No.
And he's got it.
Like, there's nothing else I could, like, I can't do nothing else. Like, I can't do nothing else, bro. Like,
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
what can I really do?
Confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
I cannot do shit, bro. I can't do nothing to win this game. I can't do shit, bro.
And continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And now is a
And I threw another pick. Well, that's game. It's over.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Fuck, bro.
His crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Okay.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Oh, this is trusting myself on that, man.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Don't do iCloud, don't do email.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a throw there will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far.
I can't do nothing more. Bro, I can't do nothing more to this game, bro. Why my niggas swatting the ball? Pick the ball up, bro. This shit's so fucking lame, bro.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the
Damn,
interception, put together a little
just
drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
I thought, no, bro, that's...
Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily.
Oh, this game over.
I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry for Harris. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Running on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Dalton Schultz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Damn, that was fucking amazing.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Quick slant to Hamler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On play action, Allen. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the 2nd half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Herbert on third down now. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Four yards remain for second down. That one caught out wide by Julio. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. First down and more for Allen. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big game that time for the Chargers. And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And the lead is up to 18 now. Broncos 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not. Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, if these guys... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Extra point, not good by much, but it does snake in. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Chargers 45, Broncos 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a...
There he goes left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Allen now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
Never had no money, I've been out here trying to get